rocket like rocket fuel.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And the Bengals first down.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. You got tight right there. Jet.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Hey, defense, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check. X3, 218, chop. Get it.
Back to throw now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Jackson now. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Shift. Go, shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
51's the mic, boy. 51.
2nd and 2. He completes it to Tate. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Nixon with a first down carry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And an alley to run. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Check 99. Check 99. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Kill. Kill. Kill.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Mark 27. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check nickel. 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 Put it on. Seven's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. SOS. SOS. 66. Pull it. Ha.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. 49. Check 49.
Saquon Barkley running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Check 47. Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Watch the back. Watch the back.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Now the wolf. You're not ready. You're not ready. Go. Go back. Go back. We got motion. We got motion. Back up. Back up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Take the flag.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to
the ball. Let's keep moving.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they decline it, as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
I got one. Sponge. No.
Travel.
We got Mike the 48 right there.
Smooth.
Mike 48.
Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go now. 60 or. 80 weapon.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Got it.
48 mic.
Hey, wahoo.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Bravo.
48's the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Five.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. This will be taken at the 10. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Bengals' 11-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Jackson will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on third down, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Back to throw now on second and 10. He's got his man. This is Tate. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
You draw Porter.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Come off the ball.
Hey, Zoo. Zoo.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Room here to run. 20, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Check. Hatchet. Hang on, shot. It's a safety creep. Check 50. Check 50. On the ball. Get the ball.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Boom. 47. I'm going to come back to you.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check my 47. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready. Check 3. Check 4.
Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Check 4 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
I got one. Staying open.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47. All day, every day.
Now on second and 16, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Sam Hubbard able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Makes it 3rd and 17.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Good job. On the ready.
Mike 5-4.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who is it?
They'll run with Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Bengals 6. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Going deep downfield for Ross. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
47 is the mic. Squeeze, double. No.
Second and 6 at the 20-yard line.
36. Hut. Check. Hit him all. West.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned with, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Smoke. Mike's 47.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
47's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 24.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Come on, D. Check.
They'll go to Barkley again. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got you.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. On 2nd and 9, Jackson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. We don't want this. Check. Cross.
Hey, Delta. Cross. Speed grip.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Now it's Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Try and run for the first with Edwards. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team once more.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So that one will be accepted. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Jim.
Hey, Alpha. Now.
He'll set up a throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, Charlie.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
45.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is Uzama. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, alert 48.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end Uzama. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. This quarterback now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. They'll look to throw. Open man is Ross. He gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, alert 48.
Looking to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, high 7.
Check 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic.
We own them. We own them.
48.
Second down and inches.
Let's go, D.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Hey, Haywood! Protein spill!
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
I'm scared. 51.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Intended for C.J. Uzomah.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Again, it's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
I got you.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.